Welcome student in the another session of mathematics. Today I am going to teach you square root, finding the square root by division method. See, few things we have to remember before I start with explaining you the division method. We have to make the periods of the given number, and the period you start making from the unit digit. Secondly, you remember to divide it by square numbers only. And thirdly, you are going to copy the number in pairs. You have to remember these things. So I am going to start with exercise 3C. I'll explain you how to find the square root. Question number 1 and 3C, they are saying find the square root of each of the following numbers by division method. So it has 8 parts. Firstly I am doing question number 1, second part for you. The number given is 961. Hope you all have learned the squares from 11 to 30. Square root of 961. First step that we are going to do is we are going to make the pairs from the right side, that is starting from the unit digit. So this is the first pair, and this is another number which do not have any pair. So we may have a number paired and we may have a number which is unpaired. So this pair is also known as period. So how many periods are there in this? One period is there. Now we start dividing. Firstly, we are going to make the period. So I have framed the period. Secondly, we divide it with the square numbers only. So firstly, we are going to divide 9. Then we will divide 361. So we look for a number whose square is 9. So we know very well 3 3s is 9. So I write 3 here. The divisor will be also 3 and the quotient will also be 3. 3 3s is 9. We subtract now as we do in the division. Nothing left. Now we copy. I told you we copy the number in pairs only. Okay. Now what we will do, every time we will be looking for a new divisor and a new dividend. Now what the new divisor is, now this 3 will be added here. So it will become 3 plus 3, we will add them, 3 plus 3 is 6. Now new divisor is 6 and we have to write any one such number here that the new dividend is now 61. It gets divisible by that number. So which number should I write in front of 6 so it gets 61? So I write 1, so it becomes 61. I wrote 1 here. I am going to divide it with, multiply this number with 1 only. So 61 into 61 will give you 61. So I am writing here 1. And what I am going to write here, 61 into 61 will give you 61, and we subtract it now, that becomes 0. Okay, so we learned that the division, by the division of the method, we learned the square root of 961 is 31. Okay children, so remember, listen to me once again. Firstly we make the pair, then we divide with only square numbers, and this every time we'll get a new divisor and a new dividend. So after dividing with 3, what we are looking for? A new dividend firstly. So as 9 was getting completely cancelled, so we copied 61. So 61 is a new dividend. Now we are looking for the new divisor. So whatever we divided, whatever the question was here, we added to the previous divisor. 3 plus 3 will give you 6. And now we have to put any one number such that after multiplying with that number, it should get cancelled with the dividend. Okay. Then I discuss one more question with you. Question number 1. I discuss the 6th part with you. The number given is 5476. So I write 5476. The first step is to make the pairs of the number starting from the unit digit. So this is the first pair and this is the second pair. Okay. Now after pairing, the second thing is we are going to divide it with the square numbers. Now think it of any square number which is either 54 or very close to 54. See, we know 5 5 is 25, it's very far away. 6 6 is 36, again away. 7 7 is 49 and 8 8 is 64, which is greater than 54. So we cannot take 8 8. What we can take? 7 7. So I write 7 here and I write 7 here also. 7 7 is 49. Now we subtract it. 14 minus 9 will give you 5. 7 7 is 49, I have written. Now we subtract it. 14 minus 9 will give you 5. What left here? 4. So what we are left with? Only 5. Now firstly we will look for the new dividend. So after subtracting it, what will copy? Now we'll copy 76. So new dividend is 576. Now we look for the new divisor. For a new divisor we add the 7 here. It will become 14. Okay children. Now we have to place any one number in front of 14 so that it is nearby equal to 576, or it may become 576 also. So if I write 1 and whatever the number we are going to place in front of 14, the same number we are going to multiply it with. So what you will get? The same 141, which is 2 less from 576. Now I place 2 and multiply it again with the 2. 2 2s is 4, 4 2s is 8 and 2 1s is 2, which is again when we are very far away from 576. Now let's check with 4. So I place 4 in front of 14, and whichever number we are going to place here, the same number we multiply it with. I will multiply it with 4. 4 4s is 16, 1. 4 4s are 16 and 1 17, 4 1s are 4 and 1 5, 76. So we come to know if we write 4 here and we multiply it with 4, what we are going to get? 576. So this way it gets solved. So we learnt here that the square root of 5476 is 74. You can cross check your answer by multiplying or finding the square of 74. I take one more sub part of it. I take the 8th sub part. That is 7569. The first step, we make the periods starting from the right side, that is from the unit digit. So this is the first period and this is the second period. Now we have to divide 75 by any nearest square number. So we know very well 7 7 is 49, very far away. 8 8 is 64, far away. Then 9 9 is 81, which is greater. So what we have to take? 8. 8 8 is 64. So I write 64 here. 5 minus 4 will give you 1. 7 minus 6 will give you 1. Now we write the new dividend by copying the one another pair to it. So what the new dividend is? It is 1169. Now we look for a new divisor. So we add 8 to it. That become 16. Now we have to place any one number in front of 16. So we reach near to 1169, or we reach exactly to 1169. So firstly I place 1. Whatever the number we are going to place in front of 16, the same number we are going to multiply it with. So it become 161, which is 2 less. So I multiply it with a larger number, 165, and I multiply it with 5. 5 5 is 25, 5 6 is 30, 31, 32, 5 1 is 5, 6 7 8, which is smaller than this. That means 5 is not going to work out. Let's check with the 8. I place 8 in front of 16. So we have to multiply with this with 8 only. 8 8s are 64. 6. 6 8s are 48. 48, 49, 50. 54. 8 ones are 8 and 5 3. 8 ones are 8 and 5 will give you 13. So which is getting greater. So we can't take because this is 1100 and we have 1300. Now I multiply it with 7. 7 sevens is 49. 4 here. 7 nines is 63. 7 6 are 42 and 4 46. 7 1 is 7 and 4 11. So we come to know if we place 7 here and we multiply it with 7. So what we are going to get? 1169. Okay children. Now I tell you a trick. This I multiplied for you to how to cross check. I multiplied with 5 also. See how to know which number to be placed. Say, tell you a trick. What it is having in end? 9. Now think of the square number of 1 digits which end with 9. 3 ka square is 9. 5 square does not have, it has 5 in the unit place. 6 square has 6 in the unit place. 7 square again has 9 in the unit place. Okay. And 8 has 4 in the unit place and 9 has 81 in the unit place. So as we are looking for 9 in the unit place, so which two possibilities are there? Either with the 3 or with the 7. So best is to get directly checked with the 7. 7 7 is 49 and we got it as 1169. These many I did it for you to explain it. Next time I'll go directly with the trick how to guess the exact number. Okay. So this way we learn the square root of the given, finding the square root of the given numbers by division method. Okay. Hope you have understood. Then I come to question number 2. Question number 2 I read for you. Question number 2, what they are saying, the area of a square field is 7744 square meters. Find its perimeter. So question number 2, I just give a hint to you. Square, area of a square is side square so which is equal to 7744 meter square. We are looking for the perimeter, so we should know the side, then only we can find the perimeter. Na? We are given with side square, not with the side. To find the side, what we will do? We will do the square root of 7744. So we get this, we will get the side. So you have to get the side square root of 7744. Then you will get the side. The moment you get the side, you can find the perimeter. Perimeter is equal to 4 into side. So you have to find the square root of 7744 and then you have to multiply it with the 4 to get the perimeter. Okay children, do it now. Then we come to question number 3 and 4 are exactly of the same type. So I do question number 4 for you. Question number 4, what they are saying, find the least number which must be subtracted from 7956 to obtain a perfect square. So we need to subtract any number from this to make it a perfect square. That means it's very sure this is not a perfect square number. So we'll find the square root. Whichever number is left in the remainder, we'll remove that. The moment we remove, it will become a perfect square. They are saying find the perfect square and its square root. So we are looking for the perfect square number and the square root of that. Firstly, we need to subtract the number which is extra or which is making it not a perfect square. So firstly we find the square root of. To find the square root, what we do, firstly we make the pair starting from the right side. So this is the first pair, this is the second pair. Now we divide it by perfect square numbers. 7 7s are 49, 8 8s are 64, 8 9 9s is 81. So nearest is 8. 8 8 is 64. What you got? 15. So new divisor, for a new divisor you will copy 56 as it is. Sorry, new dividend, it is 15, 156. For a new divisor, what you will do, you will add this 8 here. So what you will get? 16. Okay. Now, what we are looking for, we have to place any number in front of 16. So you get nearest number to it. Okay, children, it's not a perfect square number, so we will not get that. So I multiply with it is 1500, and if I write 3 here, so what you will get? 3 3s is 9, 6 3s are 18, 3 1s and 3 and 4. It is 489. That is too small. So we have to proceed with a bigger number. So I multiply with 8. 8 8s are 64. 6 8s are 48, 49, 50, 54. 8 1s are 8 and 5, 13. Again it is smaller. Then the last number left is 9, because we cannot write 0. The moment we wrote 0, it becomes 0. So I multiply it with 9. 9 is 81. 9 6 is 54. 54 and 8 will give you 54 and 8 will give you 62. 9 ones are 9 and 6 will give you 15. So the nearest number which we reach to is 1521. So 9 here, 9 here, 169 into 9 will give you 1521. Now we subtract it. 5 minus 2 will give you 3. So what is left here now? 35. Okay, we completed the square root up to here. If we want to proceed it further, we have to place the decimal. As we are not looking for the perfect square, we are looking for the number which should be subtracted from 7956 to make it a perfect square. It has 35 in the remainder, that's why it is not a perfect square. So if you remove 35, so it will become a perfect square number. So they are saying the number to be subtracted, the least number must be subtracted is 35. Okay. Now what they are saying, find this perfect square and its square root. Therefore perfect square number will become so we remove 35 from 7956. When you remove 6 minus 5 will give you 1, 5 minus 3 will give you 2. So which is the next perfect square number? It is 7921. Okay. Now they are saying find its square root also. So we find the square root of 7921, which is 89 only. You can cross check. Because of 35 only, this was not getting divisible. Now if you remove this 35, it is getting exactly divisible by 89. So the square root of 7921 is 89. So we completed question number 4 now. 3 and 4 of the same variety. You can do third question as well as fourth question now. Then I come to question number 5. Question number 5 and 6 are again of the same type. I do question number 6 for you. Question number 6, what they are asking, find the least number that must be added. Here we subtracted. Now we are looking for the number which should be added to make it a perfect square, and then find the perfect square number and its square root. Student, write the statement correctly. Question number 6. The number given is 7348. We find the square root. Firstly, we make the pair. This is the first pair. This is the second pair. The nearest square number to it is 8 8s is 64. 9 9s are 81. So it cannot go with 9. So I write 8. 8s are 64. That will give you 13 minus 4 will give you 9. Okay. The new divisor. So I copy 48. The new divisor becomes, new dividend becomes 948. For a new divisor, what I do, I add 8 here, so it becomes 16. Now think of any number, which number we can place in front of 16, so we reach closest to 948. I do it with 5. 5 5s is 25. So 5 6 are 30, 32. So 5 1s are 5 and 3, 8. Let's check with 6 also. 6 6 are 36. 6 6 are 36 and 3 39. 6 1 is 6 and 3 9. So if we put 6 in front of 16, it will become 996, which is greater than 948. So what we have to place? We have to place 5 in front of 65. Whatever we place, we multiply it with that also. So we have multiplied 165 with 5, that becomes 825. Okay. Now we subtract it. So what you will get? 3, 2, 1. So how much is extra? This 123 is extra. Because of this is not a perfect square. So the square root of 7348 is greater than 85, because if we solve it completely, we are going to put decimal and we have to write some number. So that means it is greater than 85. So the next number to 85 is 86. We will find the square root of 86. When you will find the square root of 86, it will become 7396. You can check it out in your rough copies. Now, if they ask you to subtract, the way as it is a greater than square of 85, so I took the next square number, that is 86. Square of 86 is 7396, which is less than obviously from 7348. So what should be added to 7348 to make it 7396? Because we are looking for the number which to be added to 7348 to make it a perfect square, and the next perfect square is 7396. So I subtract number to be added. For children, remember, whenever we are looking for number to be added, we find the square of the next number, whatever we got in the quotient. That is, we got 85 in the quotient, so we will find the square of the next number, that is 86. So that is 7396. Now what number to be added? From this, we will subtract the given number, that is 7348. And if you subtract, what you will get? 48. Again, remember that whenever we are looking for number to be added, whatever we got in the question, we'll take the next number to it, the next consecutive number to it, and we'll find the square of that number. And when we are looking for number to be added, from that next square number we'll subtract the given number. So if we add 40 to 8 to it, it will become 7396, which is a perfect square number. Okay. So what number should be added? It is 48. Then what they are saying in the question? Find the perfect square. Find the perfect square and its square root. Therefore, perfect square number is 7396. And what is the square root? This symbol shows the square root, and the square root of 7396 is 86, as we calculated above. Okay children, this way you are going to write your answer. See, this is your perfect square, resulting perfect square number. And the square root. Okay children, this way whenever you are looking for addition, remember that you have to take the square of the next number and then you have to subtract it. Then question number 6 we have completed. I come to question number 7. Question number 7, they are saying find the greatest number of 6 digits which is a perfect square. So we are looking for the greatest 6-digit number, but it is a perfect square number. Find the square root of this number. So how we do it? Same with the greatest 6-digit number. Question number 7. The greatest 6-digit number is 99999. Again, we are looking for the perfect square number, 6-digit perfect square number. So we'll find the perfect square root of this. Okay, and then we will find whether it's a perfect square or not, and then which is the next perfect or the previous perfect square to it. So before we find the perfect square of the greatest 6-digit number, we'll make the pairs starting from the right side. We got the 3 numbers, 3 pairs. Now we know very well, we always divide it with the square numbers. 9 9s is 81, 10 10s is 100, which is greater, so I take 9. 9 9s are 81. What we are left with? 18. Now we copy the next pair to get the new dividend. So the new dividend is 1899. The new divisor will add 9 here. That will give you 18. Now you have to put any number in front of 9, so you reach nearest to 1899. So which is that number? 9. When you will multiply it with 9, what you get? 9 is 81, 9 8 is 72, and 8 80. 9 was a 9 and 10 and 17. We cannot have number greater than 9. This is the greatest number. If the next number is 0, the moment we multiply it with 0, it will become 0. So I put 9 here and 9. What we got? 1701. We subtract. 9 minus 1 will give you 8. What we got? 198. To get the new dividend, we copy down this another pair. Okay. The moment we got the new dividend, we look for the new divisor. So what we are going to add here? Previously we divided by 9, so I add 9. 18, 9 and 1. So what number we got? 198. Now you have to put any number in front of 198 to reach closest to 19,899. What is that number? It is again 9. When you will multiply 1989 with 9, what you will get? You will get 9 9 is 81, 1 and 8, 9 8 is 72 and 8, 80, 9 9 is 81, 81 and 8, 89, 9 was 9 and 10, 17. What you got? 17,901. So what I am going to put in front of 198, it is 9. So I write one more 9 here. What I am going to write here? Now we subtract 8, 9, 18 minus 9 is 9. Here left 8, 8 minus 1 is 7 is 1. So we are left with 1198. So we are looking for, see, we cannot have greater 6 digit number than 6 times 9. And we are looking for the greatest 6 digit number which is a perfect square. So we come to know this is not a perfect square. If we remove this 1198 from this, you will get the number which is a perfect square. So greatest, therefore greatest 6 digit perfect square number is, see, we cannot have number greater 6, any 6 is number which is greater than this. So whatever we with this 1998 is extra. If we remove this, it will become a perfect square. So we write 19999. We are going to subtract 1198 to get the greatest 6 digit perfect square number. So if you subtract it, what you will get? 998001. So this is our required answer. Question number 7, they are saying find the greatest 6 digit number which is a perfect square. Also find square root of this number. So when we find the square root of this number, what you will get? It is the square root of, its square root is 999. Okay, children. Then I discuss question number 9 with you. Find this least number which is a, by which 69192 must be decreased, increased, multiplied and divided to make it a perfect square number. Question number 9. We have given with 6912. So 69192. They are saying what number must be decreased, what number must be increased, what number must be multiplied, what number must be divided to it to make it a perfect square. So this is very sure it's not a perfect square. We have to make it perfect square by adding, by subtracting, by multiplication and by division. So firstly we will write find the square root. For that what we do, we make the pairs starting from the right side. Okay. This is the smallest number. So which is the number closest to 6? 3 3s is 9, which is greater. 2 2s is 4. So we start with 2. So new dividend, we copy down 91. For new divisor, we add 2. Now in place of 4, in front of 4, we have to keep any such number which is closest to 291. So which number that is closest to is 40? I write 6. 6 6 is 36. 3 24 and 3 27. It is 276. So I write 6 here. 76. Now subtract it. So what you will get after subtracting? 11 minus 6 will give you 5. Here 8 minus 7 will give you 1. So again for the new dividend you have to copy down 92. For new divisor what you have to do? You have to add 6. So the moment you add 6 it will become 52. Now we have to write any number in front of 52. So we reach closer to 1592. So what this number must be 3 because 15 3s is 5 3s is 15. Okay, so I write 3. I check with 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 2 is 6. 3 is 5. 15. Okay, so what that number is 3. I write 3 here as well as I write 3 here. So what we get? Now we subtract. It is 23. So it's not a perfect square number. Now first part, what must be decreased? So if we remove this 23, it will become a perfect square. Required number. Six nine 192 minus 23. So when you will subtract, what you will get? 12 minus 3 will give you 9. 8 minus 2 will give you 6. 1 as it is, 9 as it is, and 6. So what number? They are not looking for the resulting number. They are saying find least number which must be decreased only. So no need to write the required resulting number. No need this. They ask only for number to be decreased. So you write number to be decreased is equal to 23. Okay. Next part, number to be added. Added, not added, it is given increased. Increased. See, whenever they ask you to add or to increase, what we'll do, we'll find the next perfect square. We'll find the square of the next number. So I find the square of the next number, that is 264. The square of 264 is 69696. Now this is 263. This number is extra, so we cannot make it a perfect. This is not a perfect square. We need to add something to 223 to make it 69696. So resulting number is 696 minus 69192. So what number must be added? It is 504. Whenever they ask you to increase or to add it, write the square of the next number and then subtract the given number from that and you will get the number to be added. The next number, what they are saying, multiply and divide. Whenever you are looking for the multiplication and division, so we cannot use, we know very well that square root can be found by the prime factorization as well as division method. When we are looking for the number to be multiplied or to be divided, we do the prime factorization. So for the next two parts, we are going to do the prime factorization of the given number. Third part, number to be multiplied and to be divided, we do the prime factorization of 69192 it will go with the 2. So what you will get? 3 4 5, 9, 6. Children, I have already done the prime factorization. You can do it of your own also. 1, 7, 2, 9, 8. Then it will go with 2 again. What will get? 8, 6, 4, 9. Now it will go with 3. You will get 2, 8, 8, 3. Again with 3. Become 961. We have learned the squares. We know the 961 is the square of 31. That's why I am asking to learn the squares up to 30. 30 is 900. So nearest is. So we have done the prime factorization. Now I make the pairs. What is left unpaired? 2. Third part. What number must be multiplied? Number to be multiplied is 3. Fourth part, number to be divided. If I remove this 2, again it will become a perfect square. Okay children, not 3, sorry children, it is 2. What is unpaired? It is 2, not 3. 2 is left unpaired. If to make it perfect square, if I am looking for the multiplication, I will multiply it 2. Or if they ask you to remove, so I am going to remove 2. So number to be multiplied is 2. Number to be divided is 2. Okay. So this way I have completed exercise 3C. Do complete exercise 3C. If you have any query, you can send me the message. And I should get response from each one of you that you have completed your work. So today everybody, those who have completed, they write down in the comment section. What you write in the comment section, exercise 3C done. Okay children, that's end of the session. Keep doing your work. Thank you.